He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And the 49er first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flacco to throw again on second down. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
So don't say nothing.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they had plenty of leg. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
One, Omaha. It's our time.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon. Complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
54.
Flacco from the gun. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender.
Here we go.
But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
54. Hey, here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on second and 8. Flacco. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Hey, tighten down.
Now Flacco, left side here to Sanders. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for second and long. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
At the 49ers' 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got nothing to
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
ready? 70, Indy. I'm coming. 5.
First throw now for the backup lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What do you need? Got one. 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Check, 47. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a... Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Locke to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
I'm here all day.
On third and long, it's locked. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
And the 49er first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and goal, San Francisco.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, gun. One, Omaha.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Here we go. What do you need?
Let him know.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 54, right, 54. Bandit. Bandit. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Locke to throw on 2nd down. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Garoppolo now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Legion able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56. Watch the screen.
Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Sutton. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on second down. Lock. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner, his second sack of the night.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
They look to throw. It's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the Niners' 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On play action, Lock. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first and 10, here's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Here's Locke. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Ronald Blair, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Ready? 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Come on, let's go. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one a first down. Pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Broncos first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
A carry now for McKisson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Screen play, McKinnon. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
You got him.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Situation, let's go. Undercross, undercross, undercross. 6-6, pull it high.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
A little jet sweep to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. They gonna need some therapy after this. Ready, ready?
On 2nd and a couple. Lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Finding the rookie from Baylor, Jalen Hurd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
San Francisco.
Mullins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Here's McKinnon on the draw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards official. Take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Here's McKissick. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Get it.
On 2nd and 12. Lock. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jay Bromley in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Lock. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos push further out in front.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Squeeze.
Back to you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was a under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And an alley to run. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Ladies and gentlemen,